Yo, what's up, guys? Gecko here, and we are back for more Pokemon rankings because we have technically ranked all of the Pokemon that are out there, but we have not ranked the unreleased, like, beta designs of the Pokemon. So I thought that that would be fun to do. There's actually a lot of them, and I'm actually curious if we're going to discover more as time goes on. But I found list rankings for Gen 1, 2, and 4. I don't know if we have beta designs from Gen 3 or anything after Gen 4, but we are going to do these for now. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Yeah, so this list has like artist renditions of the beta sprites that we got. And some of these are like beta designs of existing Pokemon, like what they looked like at first before they updated the design. And some of them are just standalone things. But like this first one, I think is supposed to be Beta Clefairy. That at least that's what it looks like to me. It's okay. There's something a little bit unsettling about the face because there's no features. There's no like snout or like shape to the body. It's just an egg with the face on it, and it is a cute face. But there's something a little bit unsettling about it. So I think for me this is a C. This one is so strange. Is this Farfetch'd? It kind of has Farfetch'd's face, but it sort of has hairdo like a Pidgeotto or a Pidgeot. So I don't know if this is supposed to be a Pokemon we actually got, but this one's weird to me because the hands having claws, I don't mind all the time. Like I don't mind when they put kind of monstery features in places that wouldn't otherwise have them, like on the wings of a bird. I think that that's cool, but I don't know that it works for me in this case because the arms with the claws, but then having the big, almost duck-like feet, and then the little, like, hair flip in the back. It's just a weird mix of features to me. It's not working for me. So this one's probably going to be a D. This is atrocious. This is absolutely atrocious. But this looks like the Venusaur sprite in green version looks like this. It's wild. The plant is, like, bigger than the Pokemon is. But in this case, it looks like that was actually, it was supposed to be tiny like that with a giant ass flower. This is something. If this were a standalone thing, I could maybe get behind it. It's like this little gremlin dude that has a giant flower sprouting out of it. But the fact that this is supposed to be a starter evolution is wild to me. This is super weird looking. This looks like Rhydon was a robot originally. It gives Rhydon, it has very Rhydon like proportions and features. I'm not a robot person personally. That doesn't do anything for me. I don't think I'm going to fully compare it to Rhydon because I'm not 100% sure that's what it's supposed to be. I guess I wasn't sure for Clefairy either. I don't know if that thing is supposed to be Clefairy. But yeah, robots just don't do anything for me. I just don't care for this one. This is horrifying. What the hell were they doing? It's not bad. I mean, I actually like the design, but this is so terrifying. Imagine having this thing on your team alongside your freaking like Pikachu and shit. I like the design. It's just it's not what I expected from a Pokemon. Beta Scyther is I do not like this. I'm so glad they changed it before they finalized the design. This is whack. The body's way too big. That's the thing. The body's way too big and there's nothing bug-like about it. I like that Scyther actually has like an abdomen and thorax to its body. This is I don't like it. I'm not sure. I think this is a standalone thing. It kind of looks like the substitute doll. I wonder if originally this was going to be a Pokemon and the doll was based on it and then they added this in. I'm not sure. I do like it. It's almost like a little Tyranitar. Like if Tyranitar was like a little squat guy, that's what this looks like to me. It's cute. I like it. Little monster guy. What the hell? Is this beta Jigglypuff? Was it actually 100% literally a balloon originally? This is hilarious. Okay, this is so funny to me. This would be one of those designs that people get so mad over for being so uncreative and stupid, but the face does it. The face is everything to me. This is hilarious. This is terrifying. This has similar vibes to Jinx for me. It's very human, and I know it's supposed to be a Yeti. It's kind of, ape-like anyway, but the face is like, it feels like a guy in a costume. I don't like this at all. What is this? This looks like if Kangaskhan were a moose. It's got like the helmet kind of armor thing on its head like Kangaskhan does, but it's a moose. This is really interesting. I put this up here just for how unique it is. Like even today, with all of the 1,000 Pokemon we have now, this still looks unique from anything we've gotten. Is this Seal, dude? Look at its face. Oh my gosh, I actually love this. I absolutely love this. This is almost an S, but I'm gonna reserve S if in case there are like super like banger designs. But I love this. See, okay, this is interesting because this gives Nidorina the coloring, the stance, the markings in the ear especially looks like Nidorina, but it's an elephant. Was that line supposed to be elephants originally? Because that is fascinating if so, but we don't have anything else next to it, like from this evolution line, to suggest that the whole line was different. This is fascinating to me. I don't know how to rank this. I think it's a B. Like I like it. It's definitely super unique from the other elephant Pokemon we have so far. Again, like even today with all the Pokemon we've gotten, if they released this now, it would still feel different than Phanpy and Qfint. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. Dude, I remember seeing this design. This thing is insane in like the best way possible. Because like it is so horrifying. But there are other horrifying Pokemon like Jinx. Jinx terrifies me. I would not want to meet Jinx in a dark alley. But this thing, I would not want to meet this in a dark alley either. But if I did, I would laugh my ass off. This thing is hilarious. I wish this was real. I actually wish this was real. Oh, this is so cute. Is this Beta Ammonite? Oh, I love this. I love that it has the longer shell. What is this? What is this thing called? What is the name of this animal? I am blanking right now. I can't remember the name of this prehistoric animal, but I actually love going this direction with it. I do like regular Ammonite as well. But I love the longer tentacles really add something. The longer shell. Yeah, this one, kind of like the seal design to me, just has more personality. And I do think that Amistar and Ammonite both have personality, and I do like them. Um, this is just a fresh take. This is nice. I like this a lot. I wouldn't even mind getting this later as like a branched evolution or like a regional form or something like that. It would be cool to actually get this Pokemon. I think this is an A for me. I really like this. What am I looking at here? This looks like a cactus with bone arms. There's also, I can't tell, is that a tail? This is super interesting. I don't know if I've seen this one before. I think that this one I would put in like, I think this one might be A for me actually. This is so unique. There are some really, really interesting concepts in these beta designs that I wish they had used again at some point. Okay, we have the shark with the pointy nose. I do like it, but I'm not like in love with it. I think it deserves B though. I mean, it's a cool design. I do like the sharp nose. That adds a lot of fun like shape language to the design. Yeah, this is a good one. Beta Zubat. Look at this little dude. He didn't have the little like tail things coming out of the bottom. It was just like a blob with wings. And then it has like the big buck tooth, which actually they used later for Woobat. So that's really interesting that they changed that design choice here, but then they used it later in Gen 5. I don't like this as much as regular Zubat, but I don't hate it. I think that this one is also a C for me. Oh, look at this little bird guy. This looks like a Kirby character, dude. This is from a Kirby game. This looks like it could be in a Kirby game, and I would not bat an eye. I feel like there are similar enemies in that, actually. The one that gives you Wing Kirby in the newer era of games. I forget what those enemies are, but I think they look similar to this. It's also unique that it's not just a bird. It's got almost little shoes like Kirby characters do. It is very unique from the other birds in Gen 1 especially. Is this its evolution? I think it is because the color scheme is the same. This is wild because it's got like the wings now to me read more like fish fins because they don't have the same kind of feather structure that the wings usually do. they're like fins. It's kind of weirding me out. I don't like this one as much. Beta Vulpix. It's very, very similar. It's just less well actually it's more similar to Ninetales where the hair is more like jagged and flowy instead of being curled, which I actually prefer. I love, love, love Ninetales. And I do like Vulpix, but the curls never did anything for me. So I prefer this Vulpix design. This is super cute. These dudes are so cute. Oh my goodness. So if I had to venture a guess, if this isn't a standalone thing, this feels like it could be Beta Poliwhirl and Poliwrath. Because if it was going to be a fighting type frog, this is a fighting type frog right here. So maybe it had a totally different direction initially without having the swirl belly at all. These are super cute. I actually love this. And I usually hate hair on Pokemon, but in this case, it like kind of worked for me. And I'm not sure why. I don't love that it's there, but it does give it more of a touch that kind of brings out personality to it rather than just being a frog. So these are fun. I like the little one. Its face is so funny to me. Oh, this is cool. This is interesting because this is like the face shape gives Blastoise. It's very Blastoise adjacent, but the body is not at all. And I mean, looking ahead a little bit, we do have another version of Blastoise down here. So I don't think that's what it is unless they did multiple designs of Blastoise, which they must have because there's another one here too. But yeah, so I guess I don't know exactly what this is meant to be, but thinking of it as a standalone thing, the head shape actually doesn't work for me. The rest of it is very cool. It would be a water type I would have on my team. It's kind of like, it's very monster looking. It's kind of dinosaur adjacent. But the head pulls me out. The head doesn't really fit the body for me. So this is, I don't think it's terrible, but this is just kind of, I'm ambivalent on this one. This, on the other hand, is everything. This is absolutely everything to me. I know it's just a lizard, but like, look at this. Why didn't we get this dude? This is so cute. Because it's an iguana, and because it's water type, I wonder if the idea was that it's a marine iguana. But the big glossy eyes are so cute. The way it's stanced up, this is everything I could want in a Pokemon design. Please bring this back. Put this in the next generation. Oh, maybe I was wrong about the Poliwrath thing, because this looks like a Poliwhirl evolution. So it's, unless this was Poliwhirl and it just had a crown for some reason. Maybe Poly King, was there going to be another evolution? This is cute, but like it's not different enough from Poliwhirl to like justify it existing, I guess, or like it doesn't do anything more for me. The crown is very cute though. It is cute that it has a crown. Oh, Weedle! He's just a little guy. Oh, this is so silly. He's got it looks like a little hat instead of a horn on his head. He's got a little hat. I don't know if I like it more than regular Weedle, because I do like Weedle's horn, but this is a cute little guy. The evolution, I'm not digging quite as much. Surprisingly, it's not the hands. I actually like the giant hands. And it's not the mustache, surprisingly, because I usually don't like facial hair on Pokemon. I actually like the mustache and hair. I think that it gives it a lot of personality. I think it's the body. It's too amorphous, like blobby. There's nothing going on down here. Like it doesn't feel like a bug anymore. Like it is buggy in that it has the segments, but I don't know what's going on with like how it moves around. How would it live in the world? I can't really like visualize this as a creature anymore. So this one, but it's not horrible because I do like the upper half. So I think it's going to be here, literally half and half. The top half is good, the bottom half not digging. So you are right in the middle, sir. And then this is wild. So what's fascinating about this is that this actually has Kakuna elements with the little like bow tie shaped like spikes beneath its head. Is very Kakuna-esque. So it's almost like they kept that patterning when they made Kakuna. But this is like a totally different direction than going with Beedrill. This one I'm going to put here, I think, because I do actually like this design. I rate this, but it's not my thing personally. Like, this is not a Pokemon that I would ever want to use on my team. But I do think the design is good. So I wonder if this then would have evolved from the beta Ammonite. Maybe this is, instead of Amistar being, gosh, it's going to bug me. I am blanking on all of these names. Well, it's an ammonite, right? Isn't it an ammonite? Both of them are. It would be a squid instead. But the squid design, this is not as interesting to me as when it still had the shell on. So this one, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it deserves D because it's not bad. It's just not very interesting to me. Beta Psyduck, oh, I love you. I said this one. I think this was kind of a recent release, if I remember, because I remember seeing people tweeting about this recently. I actually love this. I think I prefer this to regular Psyduck because something about, so this is a case where I do like the claws on the hands, even though it's based on a bird. It doesn't even really have wings. It just has little claw arms like a little monster. That to me adds enough that I like this more, because regular Psyduck does have fingies. It doesn't have wings. It's got little fingers, but actually having claws does something for me. I don't know. It makes it just a little more creaturey in a way that I like. I also like the head shape. Instead of just being perfectly round, it's now got this little bloop of feathers in the back. That's cute. Beta Meowth. Beta Meowth is really cute. This one's probably an A for me as well. Obviously canon Meowth, not canon, but like the Meowth we got is so classic. It's such an iconic Pokemon design. But I think this one's cuter. I actually prefer this Meowth design. I just wouldn't say that it's necessarily better overall because you can't really replace the Meowth that we got. But this is so cute. Oh no, here's the substitute doll. So 100%, the substitute doll was like based on an actual Pokemon design. It's almost identical. It's doing a little yawn too. This is very cute. I wonder if this would have evolved. Maybe this would have evolved. It looks very similar to this little Tyranitar dude that I looked at earlier. I wonder if it's an evolution line. But I do like both of them. I think I like this one even more. This is so cute. What the fuck? Bro, why was Magnemite going to be so caked up? What the fuck? This is wild. I kind of hate this, but like I also like have to respect it that they did this. This is wild. They just gave it these giant ass thighs and screws for feet. This is wild. Oh, so okay. I need to know where this came from. Because I didn't think that the connection between Cubone and Kangaskhan was actually canon. I thought that was still a fan theory that hadn't actually been confirmed anywhere. But this implies that the design originally they were going to be one Pokemon line. So I would be very curious to know where this comes from, where we got this beta design from, and if it's like official or if this was a speculative thing. But in any case, for what it is cool. Yeah, I don't have much to say on it. You'd think I would, because there's like so much like fan theory around Cubone and Kangaskhan, but like I don't know. I don't have anything to say about it. I like the design. Oh yeah, these guys. See, okay, I feel like I'm in the minority here because everybody lost their shit over seeing these revealed and like, why didn't we get these? I love these. And I do like them, but they're not exceptional at all to me. Like the base form is the cutest, definitely. It's such an orb. Like orb Pokemon are always good. It's very cute. But like the evolutions are kind of trash. These are so generic. I just don't get why everyone flipped out over them. Maybe they were only flipping out around the base form, which like, yeah, it's cute. But these are like, I don't know, they're just so uncreative. Oops, not you. They're just uncreative. I don't know. All right, now we get to one version of Beta Blastoise. We might have already seen one, maybe. But like this version, this looks like small to me though. This looks like more like it would be potentially a beta Squirtle. Maybe the whole line looked more Blastoise-like originally. Or maybe this was the middle. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I saw this when it first came out. I can't remember where it fits into everything. Because I do remember this being the original Blastoise was going to be much more similar to Wartortle. Unless I'm misremembering that. If I'm saying anything incorrectly in here, please feel free to correct me and send me the correct like sources and stuff of the leaks, because it's been a while since I saw them, which is why it's fun to rank these, because a lot of these I didn't even remember seeing. This one I would say probably B. It's very cute, but not, I don't know, it doesn't have anything that makes me love it and bump it up higher than that, but it is very cute. Gorochu, classic. I've seen so many fan renditions of Gorochu at this point. This one in particular though, I don't love this design actually. I've seen some better fan Gorochus, and I know the ones in here are meant to be like they're just fan drawings of exactly what the sprites were. So this is like what it looked like. But yeah, I actually don't really like this. I think it's the hands and feet. They look shaved. It's the coloring and the pattern of how it cuts off into the orange looks like it's shaved on its hands and feet, which is weird to me. Then we have the anchor shark. Anchor shark is very cool. This one's probably a B for me. Or maybe even an A, honestly. It is very cool. I wish the fins were like sharper. Like the ones on top very much are, but the side ones look too like flimsy. I don't know. I just want them to be like sharper and like more menacing looking. But overall, fantastic design. I love this. I mean, I love Wartortle. Wartortle is one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon overall. And having it be like even edgier, have like even sharper like ears and the longer tail, it just looks so intense. Like I absolutely love this design. Do I think we should have gotten this instead of regular Blastoise? Hard to say. I personally kind of like the design more, but it also would be less impactful if we also had regular Wartortle and it just evolves into a bigger version of itself. Not much really changes between the two. So that definitely is probably why they, changed it and made it different with Blastoise. And having cannons in the shell is just like insane. It's a great design choice. So I don't think that this is better than regular Blastoise per se, but I personally like the design overall if we're not thinking about the whole Evo line. And then we have this eel thing with a giant ass bottom jaw. I don't know. This one doesn't do anything for me. I don't really hate it. It's just kind of like I don't care about a lot of the fish Pokemon. Some of them I like for sure. But a lot of the times I just don't really feel that strongly about them. So that's all of the Gen 1. We only had a couple stinkers in here. And frankly, like I said, with the Venusaur looking one, I don't actually hate the design. I just think this would be very disappointing as the final evolution of your starter. After your whole journey with it, you finally fully evolve it and it's this. I think that would be disappointing. As a standalone design though, I don't hate it. I do hate this thing though. Now with Gen 2, some of them are the same. So like Chikorita and Meganium's designs are the same. I mean, Meganium's very slightly different, like the collar being a little bit different, but it's mostly the same. So I'm not going to rank these. The middle is fucking weird though. I remember this releasing and looking at this. I still for the life of me can't figure out what it is. I don't know if the concept is supposed to be like it's a seed, kind of like cocoon middle evolutions for bugs. That's the only thing I can figure because this looks nothing at all like the other members of the Evo line. So this is going to be a D for me. It's kind of a silly little guy. I do like the little face in the middle there, but I don't get it. Like, I don't get this design at all. Then we had these little fire dudes. These are very cute. Nothing exceptional to me, but they're very cute little guys. This kind of just looks like Arcanine, to be honest. It's almost the same. So I think this one's here only for being too similar. But in a world where Arcanine didn't exist, I would probably bump this higher. It's just too similar for me. And then we had these little water guys, which are also so adorable and have some similarities to Dratini and Dragonair with that little gem on their neck. But this little guy is so cute. I love the first stage. This one's cool too. Don't like it quite as much as the first Evo. And then this one, I do like, but I don't know. There's not enough like going on to intrigue me. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just kind of want something more from this. Hoot Hoot's pretty much the same. Now, Beta Noctowl, I actually love this design. I think that the Noctowl we got is a better design, I think, but something about the shape of this one, something about the shape of this one just appeals to me personally. But I do think regular Noctowl is better overall. The other issue with this one is that the color scheme is basically the same as Pidgey. So it's a little too similar in that regard as well. So like as a design, I can't really praise it too much, but I do like that it's orb. I do like Borbs. Okay, now we have the Mareep Flaffy line, and these are all pretty much the same, so I don't think I'm actually going to put them in the tier list, but I do think it's very cute that Mareep was also pink in its sprite. Oh, we have you again. So yeah, some of these are repeats, so I don't actually know if they came from Gen 1 or 2. But in any case, we'll skip this because we already ranked it. I think this was Beta Tangela and Tangrowth, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Tangela, I've never had strong feelings toward. It's there. I really don't have any feelings toward it. This is fun. I think this is more interesting than Tangela, but it's not really my thing personally. So another one of those where like I do rate the design, but it's just I personally wouldn't put it higher on my own tier list when I'm ranking them. And this is kind of a mess, honestly. Like regular Tangrowth is also a mess, but this is especially like I don't even know what's going on with the design here. This might actually even be F. Like I can't find. Oh wait, are these teeth? Wait. I think I was reading the image wrong. I think these are teeth poking out. I thought it was just more vines and everything was covered and you can't see anything inside. If those are teeth peeking out, I do like that. That is very like creepy and haunting, but I don't like the shape of the rest of it. This is this Mantine? I think it is. It's much more bird-like than being a manta ray. This is cute. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it replacing Mantine, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't have feelings toward Mantine either. I kind of like this. Quillfish is basically the same, but it did have an evolution that was presumably electric type because of the bolt on its face. The design's very similar. It just gets more spiky. This is a silly little guy. I don't know. It's fine. Actually, okay, looking at what else we've ranked so far, this probably deserves to be down here. But I do think it's fun. Okay, then we get some different versions of the baby Pokemon. So baby Pichu was so fucking cute, man. I would put this up here. Now, I do love Pichu. I think Pichu's design is good. I'm not mad that they changed it, but this is so funny. It's an orb again. It's all the orb Pokemon. I love when they're just a little orb. It's such a good design choice. Then we have Beta Cleffa, which I do prefer. I do not like Cleffa at all. I think this is very fun that it's got almost like an antenna, like it's like signaling to space or something. I do prefer this. Igglybuff, I don't like Igglybuff's hair, like puff thing on its head, but it also looks really naked without it. So I don't know how to feel about this. This is just very generic. Quagsire looks pretty much the same. The tail's a little bit different, but not enough to rank it. These look very similar. I think that's just Seaking. Is this just Seaking? It looks small. Maybe it's a Prevo? I can't actually tell. But I would rank it the same as I'd rank Seaking. It looks the same to me. Meryl was pink originally, but the design is pretty much the same. I guess the tail isn't zigzaggy. A little fishy guy with like a hair curl on its head. That doesn't really work for me. I don't know. I don't care about that one. Oh, the shark is here, so presumably this was a Prevo to the shark. They look very similar. We already ranked the shark. We already ranked the eel. Crobat's pretty much the same. Now, Paris actually came out of the mushroom instead of the other way around. And like, for me, this just design-wise gets an F. It's kind of funny, like, just as a little guy, he looks very funny. But the concept of the fungus growing in the bug and taking over it is completely lost when you reverse it and it's a bug inside of a mushroom. Like, it would have to have completely different lore than it does right now. And maybe it was going to, but yeah, it just loses the whole concept for me. Spinarak is the same, although the face is a little different. It looks very funny here. And then Ariados is cool. I love the horns on the head. I know, so, I mean, Ariados now has, like, the singular horn in front, but I love the two right here that almost looks like an Oni horn or an Oni face. I love that. And then the face on the back, it still has that, because it kind of loses that as it is now. I really like this. I think I'm going to put this up in A. Oh, dude, I forgot about Ditto. I think this is a Ditto evolution, if I'm not mistaken. This is... Oh my gosh, dude, I cannot express how much I love this design. This is so fucking hilarious to me. I love this design. I love Beta Doduo. Either Doduo or a Prevo. I think this might have actually been a Prevo. So the one thing I will say about it is that it doesn't quite work thematically that it has 3 heads and then it evolves to have 2 and then it evolves into Dodrio. But if this were replacing Doduo as a 2-stage line, that I could see, because I love that it's like a nest, and like when you see little baby bird heads poking out to eat, that's what it looks like. It looks like it's a nest with these little baby birds in it. And then if it evolves into an adult where the 3 heads are actually on one body, I think that's a super fun concept. But it loses me a little bit if it evolves to have 2 heads and then back to 3. That's a little weird. But as a design, I love this. Sunflora was somehow, I didn't think it was possible, somehow even more boring than the design already is. Because instead of having a body with legs, which makes it kind of unique and monstery, it actually just grew out of the ground on a stem. This is just a flower. This is trash. Aw, Fanpea. Little Fanpea. I think this one, so it's cute. I definitely prefer the Fanpea that we got. I think the design is better, but this is a cute little guy. Twins. I remember this one's name too. This one was literally just called Twins, and it's just 2 ghosts stuck together. Just for the humor points, I'm gonna put it up here. In reality, it's like at least a C for the design being blah, but it's too funny not to put here. The name is amazing. Oh yeah, then we have the giraffe rig where it's literally 2 giraffes. So this one, the design I do like. I don't even know, where would I put this? I'm somewhere between C and B on this one. I think I'm gonna go down here, because here's the thing. I like the concept. I like that it's 2 giraffes, 2 halves of a whole together. It works, frankly, even better with the palindrome concept, which is the whole concept behind its design. My only thing is that I don't know how this would move, because they look like front legs on both ends because you have a head on both ends, and I don't know how it would move around. And that is a thing that matters to me. With this one, like it would be clunky. Like I can't really see it moving around organically as an animal. Smeargle looks the same to me. Oh, is this a baby version of Meowth with the little coins floating? I mean, I'm going to put it up here the same I did with the other one because it's almost the same design. Just very, very cute little cat guy. Then we have these cats. Yeah, I remember these with the bells on them. This is such a cool idea. Honestly, this is one where, like, for my personal aesthetics, I'm not sure if I would have this on my team. I don't know if I love it enough to, like, use this Pokemon. But the concept is just so cool and so inspired. I love the little bell tails. Oh, then we have Politoed. Much more frog-like, or rather, it's quadrupedal as opposed to what we have now. But I do kind of like Politoed's curly Q that it usually has. When it loses that, it is much more just a generic frog. So I don't know, this is a little too generic for me. All right, Unknown looks the same, Ladybug looks the same, it's green. Yeah, the evolution is completely different though. I don't really like Ledian personally, so to me this is an improvement, even though it does not look like an evolution. Like, these are just 2 ladybugs that almost don't even look connected to each other. But as its own thing, I'd probably put this at a B. I like that the spots are star-shaped. That's fun. Oh, I forgot that this was going to be its own thing. Yeah, so like the Shelder evolution, the Shelder evolution on Slowbro's tail when it evolves was actually its own Pokemon. I think this is very cool, but just like it's a very unique shell-looking Pokemon. This Ditto sucks ass. This is just like less interesting Ditto. It's got a fucking clown nose instead of the cute little Ditto smile it usually has. Where are we? Oh, dude. Okay, we need to talk. I am so mad that they changed these to something so fucking generic. Okay, the Remaraid's fun, but it's not like, I don't know. I'm not as crazy about this one. This, though, Octillery is so fucking boring and generic. It could have been a tank, dude. It was supposed to be a tank. And we just got a boring-ass octopus. This is, yeah, we need this. We needed this back. Oh, look at these little dudes. Hitmontops. So this must have been Tyrogue, then? I don't like this. I don't like this. I also hate this. The one eye is... Oh, wait a minute. It also has eyes here? Wait, I think maybe this is the face. I think it's putting its hands together, and its bottom half is a top, and then it has legs on its head. Maybe that doesn't make sense. So maybe it does have one eye. No, what is going on? I don't know how to read this. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it. This looks like Growlithe, maybe? It's just a little dog guy. I don't know if it's meant to be Growlithe, so I'm not gonna assume that it is. But this is kind of generic. I don't know. I don't like the hair on the head. I don't know. This doesn't do anything for me, but it is a dog, so it is cute. Oh, dude, I love this version of Hoppip. I love this. I think I like this even more than regular Hoppip. I do like that Hoppip is pink. I do prefer the coloration when it was pink. But just, I don't know, just the fact that it doesn't have limbs, it's just like a floating cat face is so cute. Then we have Skiploom, very similar. It just becomes a flower instead. And then Jumpluff, same thing. I do prefer when it doesn't have limbs. It's just like, well, I guess Jumpluff doesn't really. Its limbs are the puffball things. But yeah, I do prefer this version. I like this a little bit less than the other ones, though. In fact, I don't know. I might even move this down here. I do like Hoppip a lot more. This version of Mime Jr. I actually would have liked because it's less clown-like. This looks like an egg with a hat on. It's like a little Humpty Dumpty guy, which is very endearing. This is actually really cute to me. This somehow, another one baffling, they somehow made Smoochum even more terrifying than it already is. I despise this so much. I love this version of Elekid. It is so funny. I love this little dude. Now, I love regular Elekid as well. That's probably my favorite baby Pokemon. Maybe. I'd have to look at a list of them, but it's up there. But this is so cute. Magby, I do prefer this because regular Magby, the big lumps on its head are just weird. I don't care for that. But it's a B for me. I'm not in love with it. I just prefer it to regular Magby. Blossom is pretty much the same. This is wild. Is this a Bellsprout evolution? It already has 3, so was it like a split evolution or something? Or maybe this was beta Bellsprout? Either way, it's not good. I don't like it. Miltank looks the same. Oh, that's right. We were going to have this seal that has a flaming ball that it plays with as like a circus clown. Or circus performer, I think. I love this concept. This might even go up here. It's such a good concept. They really should do something with this again. They kind of use this idea for Score Bunny. So if you did it now, it would be a little bit too similar. But I do love this idea. Delibird used to be even more Santa adjacent. And I actually don't like that. I don't like the hat on it. That's too much. We have the tigers again. See here, it's just tiger and bigger tiger. Which, even though this is more orb-shaped, this is, like, even less interesting than the other ones we ranked, because almost nothing changes from here to the evolution. So, yeah, not on board with those. Now, this, I believe, was an evolution for Farfetch'd, if I'm not mistaken. It's fine. It's kind of just a bird. Voodoo Doll is wild that they went with this concept. Kind of horrifying, but I don't hate it. Just like, B for the audacity to make this into a thing. Then we have this little dude. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be exactly. It's kind of Panda Bear adjacent, but it also looks like some little toy or figurine of some sort. I feel like I've seen these. It's got like a hat and like a little scroll thing. I don't know exactly what this is inspired by, but it looks familiar to me. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I get it enough to have feelings on it. Honchkrow, or not Honchkrow, Murkrow, I actually prefer how it looks now. It's a little too on the nose, kind of like the Santa hat. I don't want it to be that exactly a witch hat. Then we have, this must have been Blissey originally. It had a big heart on its head. That's a little much for me, but regular Blissey's also kind of boring. So I think this is an improvement, but I still don't love the design. Scizor was originally going to be green, like Scyther. And it also had eyes on the... Oh, well, I guess it kind of still does. They just look more like eyes here than in the actual design. It's mostly the same, but I do kind of like that it's more similar to Scyther. Then again, the red coloration is very good. I don't actually know where to rank this. I think here, because, like, Scizor is so iconic that it's hard to say that this is better than the actual design we got. I don't know what's going on with Pinsir. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with this. Houndour and Houndoom look the same. Oh, these guys are so cool. I absolutely love this concept. I think I like the Prevo more, but I absolutely adore this. Okay, then we've got the lion guy. I think this was actually meant to be beta Porygon. It was going to be like lion shaped, but it's got the little like antenna tail. Um, this one's not for me. Again, I'm not a robot person. This one's like, it's not exactly a robot, but it kind of is. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. Seeing this next to Scissor's wild. The Scissor's going up here. Then we have Beta Licky Licky. One of them anyway. There's a better Beta Licky Licky design that I am in love with. This one though, this one's like a C for me. Because it's better than Licky Licky. Licky's design is ass. I hate that Pokemon. This one's fun. I like the little like mustache and like turban thing going on. It is more unique, but it's not really my thing. Steelix is the same. Dude, this design for Kingdra slaps. I wish this is what we got for Kingdra. Absolutely insane. It actually has like dragon arms. It looks so fucking cool. I wish we got this. Dude, okay. The legendary dogs, they're not dogs. They were originally dogs. The legendary cats, the legendary beasts, whatever you want to call them, were originally dogs. And they look like fucking DeviantArt OCs, dude. These are trash. And like, look, some DeviantArt OCs are actually fun. Like, I unironically like Edge. That's fine. But these designs are ass, dude. The only good one is like this one. I actually do like this. Probably because it's the hairstyle. I mean, it's got anime hair. But like, this is so generic. Like, this is just a wolf where the tail shape is a flame. Like, this is so boring. And then this is just, I don't know, man. I don't like the hair, like, drooping down over the face. I don't know. These are not for me. Oh, who's this little guy? Who are you? You're adorable. I think this is Apom with the hand on its tail, but it looks so cat-like. I definitely prefer this because it looks less like a monkey to me. Monkeys aren't my thing. I think I like this more. This is a cute little guy. I'm not going to put it all the way up in B, but I do prefer this. Leafeon, I don't like the feet being roots almost. I don't like that. Yeah, actually, the whole design, yeah, I'm not super into this version of Leafeon. And then finally, we get to Gen 4. Now, some of these are just beta sprites, and the design is pretty much the same. And then some of them actually are totally different designs. But like, okay, we're starting out strong. This was beta Arceus, which is absolutely insane to me. This doesn't even count as a design. This is a blob. They really said, we're gonna make the god of the Pokemon universe in this gen. And it's gonna be this. What is this shit? I cannot believe that they almost got away with this. This version of Abomasnow, it's very similar in design, but I really, really dig the subtle changes makes this for me. Because I don't love Abomasnow, but I don't know, something about this works for me. I like that Cranidos. Yeah, Cranidos. Cranidos is a little bit more feral looking. The eye is a little bit more feral than big, like, cartoony, cutesy eye. And I really dig that. Carnivine, you doing okay there, buddy? You doing okay there? Darkrai's ass, dude. What is this? Look, I don't even care that much about Darkrai anyway. Like, the design isn't my thing. This is, like even worse. I hate this. I don't care either way. I don't care about Lumineon. Beta Garchomp's line was very different. Now, I absolutely adore Gibble. Gibble is so cute, and I actually prefer it to this. Now, I do like this. This is still fun. I just like Gibble a lot more. What's interesting is it's quadrupedal up until the last stage in the beta version. And I do like this, but again, I'm not wild about it. I do like Gabite, and I do like this version. It's just very different. It's almost not even the same Pokemon. They have very few similarities. Beta Garchomp, I don't know. I'm so torn on Beta Garchomp because on one hand, I don't really care for regular Garchomp that much. Like, I get it. It's one of those where, like, I get why it's popular. It's very cool. I understand when someone's really into it. Just for me, it doesn't hit right. But I don't know that the beta one does for me either, honestly. Like, I do like that the head shape is even more shark-like than Garchomp's is. Something about this. I think it's the lack of the tail, maybe. I was gonna say something about this just doesn't like sit right, and I think it's the lack of the tail. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of bad on this one. Oh, I forget what this thing is supposed to be. Is this Beta Landerus? I think this is Beta Landerus. This is, what is going on here? Yeah, kind of trash too. A lot of these are whack. No, this is so generic, bro. Are you kidding me? Now look, I don't like hippopotamus. Its little eye stalk things freak me out. I hate that. But this is so generic. Come on. We can do better. And they did. They did better. They did change the design before they released it. But like, this is wild. Maybe this was just a placeholder. This is actually so generic that it makes me think it was a placeholder sprite. Like, just put a hippo in here and we'll figure out what the design is later. Now, this version of Luminion, I dig this. This looks fucking sick. This would actually make me interested in Luminion. Because the thing is, okay, here's what's wild. Is like, I've heard people talk about how generic Luminion is, and I'm like, Luminion is actually one of the most interesting, or like, most unique fish designs of all the fish Pokemon. So many of them are just fucking fish. There's nothing going on. Luminion actually is more unique than them. It's just very forgettable, like a lot of the fish are. Like, it's not very memorable. This would make it stand out a lot for me. We have really, really tiny Luxio and Luxray for some reason, but the design is the same. Yanmega, a little bit different here. I actually prefer how Yanmega came out in the final version, but this is still cool. Is this Prinplup? Or is this Empoleon? I think this is Empoleon. It's got the Empoleon arms. Here's the thing. I don't really care for Empoleon, and this, I won't say that this is an improvement per se. I think this might be a disappointment as a final evolution. But, like, it is better than Empoleon's design, for me. Bro, I hate this. I hate this. They made the nose even bigger. How? How do you do that? This version of Rampardos is insane. Look at this stance, bro. His head is in his abdomen. What is he doing? This is insane. Okay, but the color scheme is so blah. Why did we lose the blue? Yeah, I don't care for this. It's not as egregious as the other stuff down here, but I don't really care for this. Regigigas. Regigigas, this is so weird seeing it naked when it doesn't have like the moss clumps anymore. It's so naked. Look at his naked little legs. What the hell is going on, man? Bro, you cannot be serious. Is this Beta Rotom? Was Rotom literally just a tiny little spark with eyes on it? Because that's insane to me. Okay, here's the thing. This is a very cute image. Like, this is a little guy. This is adorable. But as a design, bro, come on. No, this has to go down here. This is not a design. This looks very placeholder. This does not look like a finalized sprite that they would have put in the game. A lot of these look unfinished. Shaman is just, like, trimmed. Instead of being fluffy, they, like, trimmed it, like, perfectly circular. I don't like it. Oh, this version of Snover is weird. It makes the thing on top look like hair, which I don't like at all. Oh, this version of Togekiss is so interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this either, like, C or B. Because it's very, very interesting, but it's not Togekiss. Like, it doesn't... I like that Togekiss is so cute and so fluffy and happy, and that's one of the, like, appeals of it. And that kind of follows through the whole Togepi line. So this wouldn't really fit in with the evolution line, but it's very cool as its own thing. Vespiquen is weird in this design. I do not like this. I don't care for normal Vespiquen either, but this is... I don't care for this. What did they massacred my boy. What is going on? His face is so flat. They flattened his head down. He's like a pancake. It's not like an atrocious design. It still has all of the same elements that Torterra does. It's just like weird looking. Combi, oh, they're almost like little like what's the little tiny baby form? They're not maggots because those are fly larvae, but like the little larva form of bees instead of actual bees inside of it, which is fun. I wouldn't say it's better than Combi, but I do like it. Then I mean Grottle, I do like the armor on the back and that the color scheme kind of ties in with Torterra more. I do appreciate that. But the two trees sticking out the back is a little bit awkward. I prefer the bushes that Grottle has. So this one's probably also a C for me. And Heatran basically looks the same, except for the spots on its helmet and down the sides. Yeah, there's like little subtle differences, but I wouldn't that wouldn't make me rate it any differently than Heatran. But anyway, that is ranking all of the unused beta designs for Pokemon. I think that it's, if I missed some and there's a tier list where you can rank them, let me know. But as far as I know, this is all of the beta designs that have been like leaked and released and everything. So there they all are. Which ones are your favorites? I'll catch you guys in the next video.